girls, we come to the exercise 1E in maths. But before starting this exercise, we will just go through the conversion tables which you have already done in your previous classes. Okay. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. And 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Okay. If we have to convert this kilometer into this millimeter, how will we do? We will multiply this 1000 by 100 by 10. Why? Because 1 kilometer is having 1000 meter. In 1 meter there are 100 centimeter. So we are going here 1000 into 100. And from here we have to go till millimeter. We will again multiply it by 10. So 1000 into 100 into 10, which makes 10 lakh millimeter. Or simply you count the number of zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 with 6 zeros. This many 10 lakh millimeter. Now 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. We know that. 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. If we have to convert this kilogram into this milligram, what we will do? This 1000 multiplied by 1000. So 1 kilogram is equal to again 10 lakh milligram. 1 with 6 zeros. 1 kiloliter is equal to 1000 liter. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. Again, if we have to convert this kiloliter into milliliter, what we have to do? We have to multiply 1000 by 1000. Again, 1 lakh, 10 lakh milliliter. Is that clear? You will write this table, conversion table in your classwork copy before proceeding with questions of exercise 1E. This should come first and then write the exercise 1E, write this, and then we will come to the questions. Now we come to the first question. It says, how many millimeters are there in 17 kilometer? 1 kilometer is equal to 10 lakh millimeter. We just did that. Okay. So 17 kilometer will have 17 into 10 lakh. That becomes 1 crore 70 lakh millimeter. Or simple 17 with 6 zeros. This many millimeter. Clear? Now we come to the second question. Second question says 12 drums of milk have 84 liter of milk in them. 12 drums have how much? 84 liter of milk. So 1 drum, they are saying find the capacity of 1 drum but in millimeters. First let us find out in liter and then we will convert it into milliliter. So 1 drum will have, if 12 drums are having 84, so 1 drum will have how much? 84 divided by 12. Because 1 drum will always have less quantity. How can we find the less quantity? By the division. 84 divided by 12, that gives you 7 liter. Okay. Now 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So 7 liter will be equal to 7 into 1000. That is equal to 7000 milliliter. Is that clear? Now girls, these questions in exercise 1E are the statement questions. Okay, the word problems. So you will have to write the statements. You cannot simply write 84 divided by 12 and then you multiply by that. You have to write the full statements as I am writing here. 12 drums have like this. Is that clear? And secondly, girls, I will be sending you the photo of the questions of the exercise. You must do all the tick mark questions in the classwork copy. I am repeating again. And those which have not been tick marked, you will do those questions in the homework copy. I have not written the homework because I know that you will follow those instructions. Tick mark in the classwork copy and the ones which are not tick mark, you will do it in your homework copy. Is that clear? Now we come to the third question, which says a vegetable vendor has 3.5 kilogram of onions. A vegetable vendor is there and it has onions. How much? 3.5 kilogram. Then it has 5 kilogram of potato. 5 can be written as 5.0. Okay. So it has 5.0 kilogram of potatoes. You will not write these apostrophes. I am writing it because I do not have space here. You will write the whole sentence, the whole words. Vegetable vendor has onions this much kg. Vegetable vendor has potatoes this much kg. Vegetable vendor has, full words you have to write. Is that clear? Now it has tomatoes 2 kg. 2 again can be written as 2.0. And it has cauliflower 1.5 kg. So how much total vegetable he has? We will add them up. We will get 12.0 kg or 12 kg. Okay. But we have to have this total weight in milligrams. Okay. 1 kilogram is equal to 10 lakh milligram. We just did it. So 12 kg will be equal to 12 into 10 lakh. That will give you 12 with 6 zeros. That is 1 crore 20 lakh milligram. Is that clear? This is a weight in milligram. Now we come to the fourth question. Fourth question says that the Delhi Development Authority, that is DDA, we can write the full short form. It built this many flats in 2010. So how will we write the statement? In 2010, DDA built 63,85,196 flats. In 2011, DDA built 23,48,967 flats. So they are asking how many flats in all were built in 2 years. How many flats? We will simply add them up. Total flats, to find out the total flats. The total flats built is equal to this plus this. That will give you 87,34,163 flats. Is that clear? Now girls, we come to the fifth question. Fifth question says that the number of candidates appearing for class 10th board examination conducted by CBSE was 14,58,937 in the year 2009. So we will write the statement by as in 2009 the candidates appeared for CBSE is equal to 14,58,937. In 2010, again you will write the full sentence, full words. Candidates appeared for CBSE is equal to this much, 16,93,487. In 2011, 24,13,468. And in 2012, 40,05,093 students. So how many total candidates that appeared? How will we find out the total candidates? By adding them all. So we will get 95,70,985. These many students were the total candidates that appeared. Is that clear? Now we come to the sixth question. Now sixth question, sorry, this is the seventh question. Sixth question, you will do it on your own in your homework copy. Is that clear? Now we come to the seventh question. Seventh question says a garment factory sold goods worth 8,23,506 rupees. So there is a garment factory which sold the goods worth this many rupees. Okay. In the month of March. Now the sale proceeded by rupees 2,03,456 in the first week. The original sale was something else. And this sale was increased in the first week by this many rupees and in the second week by this many rupees. So first let's find out the total sale increase. Okay, how can we find out? By adding these two sale increases for the first week and for the second week. Got it? We will find out the total and we get that the sale increase is 3,96,690 rupees. Is that clear? Now they are asking here, what were the sale proceeds of the last 2 weeks? That means what was the increase in the sale? How much sale increased this was the sale increase for the 2 weeks, but how much it actually increased from the original. So what we will do is, we will write the original sale. Original sale was 8,23,506 rupees. This much sale increased in the 2 weeks, 3,96,690 rupees. Okay, so how can we find out the sale proceeded by? By finding out the difference between two. See, for example, we can say that I have a sale of rupees 10, right? Then in the first week till March I was having rupees 10 sale of I have apples and I sold it for rupees 10. Now when the April came, in the first week I increased my sale by 2 rupees, and in the second week I increased the sale by 4 rupees. So how much was the total sale increase? 2 rupees plus 4 rupees? 6 rupees. So we have added both the sale increase, right? Now I want to know what was actual my sale increase was, because I earlier had the sale of 10 rupees. Okay, 10 rupees was already in my pocket, and then it increased by 6 rupees more. So what is the actual increase that I have got? That is 10 minus 6. So original sale minus the total increase. So this much rupees I gained actually. Is that clear? Now girls, we come to the 9th question. 9th question, 8th question, you will do it in your homework copy. Okay, 8th, 10th and 11th, you will do it in your homework copy. Now we come to the 9th question. 9th question, it says that 3,16,160 people visited to a park in 256 days. That means in 256 days, people visited to park were 3,16,160. So how many people visited the park in one day? Whenever we have to find the quantity for 1, then we have to divide it. Okay. So in one day, people visited to park were 3,16,160 divided by 256. That is equal to 1,235 people. Clear? Now we come to the 12th question. 12th question says, a shopkeeper had 12 lakh rupees with him. He placed an order for 55 air conditioners at rupees 20,825 each. That means the cost of one AC was how much? 20,825 rupees. And he placed the order for how many ACs? 55. So cost of 55 AC will be, whenever we have to find the cost of more thing. Okay. So we will multiply it. 55 multiplied by 2825. That will be 11,45,375 rupees. Now they are saying what will be the amount left with him after the purchase. Initial money that he had with him was 12 lakh. And how much did he spend? The spent money is 11,45,375 rupees. So money left will be, you will subtract these two. Okay. So money left is equal to 54,625 rupees. Is that clear? And 13th also you will do it in your homework copy on your own. With this we come to an end to the exercise 1E.